Good morning, traders. This is Jason Allen Jankowski with your Traders Daily Discipline again for Tuesday, the 23rd of September, 2025. Thank you for coming. As always, trying to make this the best or the first 5 to 8 minutes of your trading day. Keep you on track with the important issues that we always got to maintain and keep in front of us. Today, we're going to continue just a little bit longer on our theme from character the last couple of days, and I thought I'd start with, well, actually, this is today's quote for today, and I'm pretty much confident that we can move on to another topic in the next day or two, but I've been getting good feedback and good response from what I've been placing out in content here lately, so thought I'd just work it just a little bit more for you guys, and then we'll move on, but hope you like this one. This is today's quote. A man's character is his fate. And that, of course, is from Heraclitus. I think I pronounced that right. Right? Heraclitus, Greek philosopher, a big influence on Aristotle and Plato. And he was also famous for saying, you can never step in the same river twice. And what he's referring to is the paradox that everything is in a constant state of change, that the water is constantly flowing. So even if you step into a river now, come back an hour later, the waters are different. So it's really never the same river. And what he was referring to, of course, is that there's a constant state of change occurring around us all the time. And we've talked a little bit about that in the markets and in our daily disciplines for controlling and creating a better quality approach to what we do. And as always, you know, when we talk about the things that we do and how we do it, and one of the things that I focus in on when I do coaching with people is this concept of you need to know why you do what you do the way you do it. And those three pieces to your rule set for participating, your rule set for execution. In other words, how do you define an opportunity? What is it that you consider an opportunity? What are the things that are most important to you? What are the things that are not important to you? How are you going to manage risk control and risk management? All of those things come from a thinking process that you have inside your head. And the absolute fact of the matter is that that thinking process comes from your character. And your character then determines your fate. You're going to end up becoming in life the things that you have allowed to develop in your world as the who and what you think you are, your character. We all know people with good character, and we all know people with bad character. And you can just look at their lives and see the difference between how one has become what they're becoming and how one has become what they're becoming. And you can see very clearly that over time, a person's character really does determine who and what they become. In the markets, no different. Your trading methodology and approach all comes from how you think. Now, in the marketplace, there's an additional variable that we have to account for, and that is the way we think has nothing to do with the way the markets operate. And all of the stuff we bring to the table in terms of how we're going to try to manage what we're doing, our starting point, has absolutely nothing to do with the markets. So, in addition to the problem of us isolating our good character and our bad character traits so that only our good character traits are involved in creating our market method and our bad character traits have been disciplined out. In addition to that, we have to change the way we think to begin with in order to properly understand how price action provides opportunity. And those men and women that fail to appreciate that absolute bedrock understanding don't do as well in this business. People who are willing to change their methodology along with their understanding of how the markets actually behave and how prices actually are created and how markets actually move. When that information is properly understood and discovered, the probability of your methodology achieving more and you reaching your financial goals goes way up. And again, that might be a factor of your character. Your willingness to adapt and make changes is a character trait. And really, in the bedrock analysis of your character, are you willing to make changes that you didn't see coming? A lot of people won't do that. A lot of people, they just want things the way they are. They don't want things to be too messy. They don't want things to be too difficult for them. But in reality, that could be the very thing that makes all the difference. So I want you to give some serious thought to this quote by Heraclitus, the Greek philosopher. Man's character is his fate. How well do you apply that thinking to your method? Guys, have a great day. I will see you on Wednesday. In between now and then, good luck, good trading. I'm always available if you want to take a minute and shoot me an email, or would like to explore more of the content that I can offer you. Please feel free to get in touch with me. I'll be happy to take a few minutes, and hopefully we can put you a little further down the pathway and shorten that learning curve. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.